One more share. We have one more share.
Yeah, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
How's Greg getting a little dragged out late in the game? Is he okay?
He had cramps. That's why I pulled him. He has to come out of the game.
How tough was this game because it's only a 3-point margin?
Well, I think at this time of the year, all the games are tough. This is the Final Four, so you expect there's 4 teams that made it to the Final Four, all very good teams. And, we had control of the game for the most part, but at the end they started making their 3-point shots, which is really their strength, and they were able to cut the lead down. But luckily our defense held up, our transition defense actually, because they had a couple of chances for fast break layups, and luckily the passes were long, but our defense was also back on transition in those 2 plays.
So how does this game tested the character of your team, considering that you lost your last? It coming off a loss.
Well, that's really the key. I mean, anytime you lose a game, it's always a little bit difficult to get your confidence back, because you just had to go through a whole week of people questioning us whether we were still hungry, whether we peaked too early, etc., etc. So I think we did a good job of bouncing back today. Our defense held up for the most part, except for a 3-point shot at the end game, and we're just looking forward to the next game now.
Coach, you mentioned to find out what kind of team you have on this game. So how would you describe your team now?
Well, I think that we came out to play today. I mean, we came out ready to play. We knew going into the game that it would not be easy to beat UST in the Final Four. They have some history against us, and a lot of people were talking about that the entire week. So we came out and we played good defense in the first half. Second half, we did a pretty good job until maybe the last 5 minutes of the game, where they got a lot of 3-point shots on us. But we still have to raise our level of play if we want to win the championship. There's no question about that in my mind.
Kiefer and Nico, na-surprise pa kayo na ganun gaganda yung ilab ng UST?
Hindi. Kasi it's Final Four already, so everyone, 4 teams, wants to win, of course. They'll come into the game very prepared, technically, physically, mentally. So this game was really expected to end like this. I mean, we never expected it to be an easy game.
Same thing, just like what Kiefer said, this is the Final Four, it's a different level here, so we expected to have a tough fight against the UST.
Kiefer, bandang huli parang ikaw versus Federer. Did it take you back to last year?
No naman. It wasn't really that much of a game. It was really Ateneo against, UST probably. Really stuck to our game plan, sharing the ball, because last game, hindi nakita yun sa amin. So all throughout practice, we dedicated ourselves to the team. Individual honors already been given out. We need to focus on these last 2 games to win the championship again.
Coach, what were your key reminders going into this game when you were preparing for this?
Well, to try to recover from the mistakes that we made against Adamson. On defense, we did a very poor job in helping defensively and covering up on the offensive boards. We wanted to do a better job there. I'm not sure whether we did a better job because Kareem got so many offensive rebounds today, but that's an area where we really need to try to improve. But on the offensive end, we just wanted to share the ball better, which we did a better job today, but still not really what I consider Ateneo basketball yet. Last game we had 12 assists. I think today we might have had 17. So there was an improvement as far as our teamwork was concerned, but still, we came to the game averaging 18 assists a game. So we really want to be at par with what we average, or a little bit better, especially at this time of the year where everything counts. Teamwork is really very, very important. So we'll continue to try to improve on our game. I mean, that's always the key anyway. Try to fix the mistakes and come back a little bit stronger the next time.
For Kiefer and Nico, you've been to the finals like 4 straight years, including you coming from high school. Is it easier knowing where to dig into just to get back to the finals? Is it easier for you drawing from that experience?
I think we have the formula for winning. We know what it takes to win. That's our edge, but it won't be easy. We still have to work as hard as ever, or even harder. And so when's our next game? On Saturday, so we'll guarantee you.
Saturday, Sunday.
24th.
24th. So we just have to put in practice and extra work till before the game.
Yes, Nico Salva.
Next week. Next week.
So that week's rest, it's not necessarily a rest, but you have to really put in extra work and dedication in practice, because everything will start in practice. Doing for that experience in the past 3 years, ako nanggaling ako sa juniors, pero ibang-ibang talaga sa seniors level, so I don't necessarily think that's my edge. It's a different level. I just have to learn every game, every day, to draw from that experience.
Coach, concern? No break?
I didn't know that until just now. So we're off until next Saturday. Both teams have the same situation. All the teams have to deal with the same situation.
Kiefer, first final spin last time.
Excited, sobrang excited, lalong-lalo na I'm helping a team who's gunning for a 4th straight championship. It's been one hell of an experience for me. Started out summer. Now, hindi ko man naisip na patapos na pala yung first year ko sa UAAP. Sobrang bilis. So, just have to make the most out of this experience.
Kiefer, can you talk about winning the Rookie of the Year?
I'm very thankful. I have to thank my coaching staff, my teammates for that, because not for them, probably won't have the numbers that I put in this year. I give credit for them. So, yun lang. I'm not thinking about that. It's done already, but now really focus on winning the championship.
What's any injury concerns?
No, we don't have any issues. Break's okay, just had cramps.
Okay. Questions?
Coach, talk about your team.
What about
Could you talk about your season?
UST?
How did they perform here? The matchup with Ateneo and UST.
Today? It was a good game.
Or maybe throughout the start of the series, because they've always battled this team.
Well, our 2 games against them in the elimination round were not close. Kind of, right? No. Large margins. But, myself, Nico, this is Kiefer's first year. But we all know when we get to this point of the season, there are no easy games. It's not going to be easy. We don't walk into the arena thinking that if we play UST, it's going to be easy game. Especially we're coming off of a loss. And even though they lost their last game, remember, Kareem did not play. So I'm sure their confidence was still quite high. So we expected a tough game today. And they're a good team. That's why they're ranked number 4 in the league. Abdul is a good player. Maybe the best foreign player here, as far as I'm concerned. And he gives them a great edge as far as rebounding is concerned. And then they surround him with good players. Jarek Fortune is probably one of the best point guards in the league. Jarek Ting is one of the best scorers in the league. And then Guerrero is also up there with Kiefer as far as being a good rookie. And, the other kid is really underrated. Thomas is really underrated. He's a good player. Defensively, today he hit 3 3-pointers, which is a little bit surprising, but that just goes to show when you get to this time of year, particularly with UST, I think we've seen it in the past, right? When they get on the roll, they can really play very, very well. The bottom line is we won, and we're headed to the championship.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.